a view of our Airbnb.
We were on our way looking for coffee. We stopped in at this cafe.
He just pulled out some hot pistachio croissants as we walked in. They were heavenly.
This is very typical of Venice. Every bridge you crossed had a beautiful view every time you went across the bridge.
You can see it's pretty calm and quiet where we are because we're in one of the areas that's not real touristy. So in the morning as we were walking, there wasn't a whole lot of other people around us.
In Cannaregio, the neighborhood's Venice. That's the only bridge here that doesn't have handrails. Smallest street in Venice. What's the name of it?
I just turned off my phone.
Oh, okay. I'll look it up. Oh, Kelly Barasco. Jeez.
Some people were doing this, but that's not necessary.
Well, I kind of have to a little bit turn. I do have to turn just a little bit. I think it's much bigger down at the end, huh?
I've never done the guy. Yeah.
Cool.
I just.
So that is the most narrow street, apparently. Yeah. If you're in the area, it's worth it, but if you're not, I wouldn't like go out of my way to do it.
You get to the end of a street and no other way to go where Eric is. This is Rialto Bridge.
Very famous bridge in Venice.
Extremely busy. It's where a lot of the tourist people go, Instagram people go to get videos.
We were there early in the morning and it was still pretty busy early on. A whole lot of time at Rialto or St. Mark's Square, especially later in the day, because everything got very, very busy. But we went early enough and saw everything, and then really kind of went back to our quiet neighborhood of Cannaregio in that area and spent quite a bit of time there.
In the search of some unique things that a lot of people don't do in Venice. The typical things where everybody goes in for the tours. We didn't do much of that.
Amy's trying to walk around this column. If you walk around it with your back to it, you supposedly would be pardoned of your crimes. If not, you had to walk across Bridge of Sighs, which is right here. A really awesome little side street that had a great view of the Bridge of Sighs.
And there was no one else there.
How do we do concrete work in Venice? Well, we use a cement truck. This is their version of a cement truck.
Cement boat.
A cement boat.
Not a cement truck. Eric was pretty fascinated with this.
Pretty interesting. Gondola ride in the St. Mark's area around the Bridge of Sighs. They're pretty much just lined up, just one right after another. Try to find a gondola on a back street, so to speak, so out away from the regular tourist spots.
We didn't pass another gondola the entire trip, other than the tiny little area we went through the Grand Canal. But as you see, all these areas, it was just us and nothing else.
And even when we went to the Grand Canal, it was not swarmed with gondolas. There were regular boat traffic, but for the most part, it was just us. And it was €90 for about 30-35 minutes, which I wouldn't normally do, like, especially in those tourist areas, but I think it was worth it on this back street area. There's the casino in Venice. We didn't go there. We did a lot of walking in Venice. If you didn't know, there's absolutely no other traffic in Venice other than boats or walking. Those are your options. These statues in the Campo de' Mori area of Cannaregio, story behind them. The rumor is they were merchants who sold shoddy materials to a woman who cursed them and turned them into stone. And now they're doomed to forever stand in the Campo de' Mori. It also says if you rub the nose of Rioba, you will have good luck in business. Although I don't think it worked very good for him, so I don't know why they say that. And these are the flooded crypts of San Zaccaria.
This church was beautiful inside, and most people just walk in, look around, take some pictures, and don't realize they can pay the €3 down to go see the museum and the crypts.
You have some amazing artwork, and you get to see the Golden Chapel of San Zaccaria, which they are refurbishing. But the real thing to see is the flooded crypts, 15th century. flooded in, and it reflects the ceiling and the columns, and it really is kind of cool to see. You can't get down in too far, but you can get in far enough to really see the crypt. Okay, so this is the one they said is never open to the public.
It's never open usually.
This is Palazzo Franchetti, and we were told by a nice Dutch couple that it's never open, but they had it open for this art exhibit and that we must go see it as long as we were there.
The art exhibit was called the Greenhouse, and it was filled with lots of live topiaries and plants, which was very interesting.
They had basically taken the library of this museum and converted it into a art exhibit. That was the Palazzo Franchetti. It's very rarely open to the public, but for that art display it was open, and it was very cool, very impressive. We were up on the 3rd floor where the greenhouse exhibit was. This is the home of Tintoretto, a famous 16th century painter who did a lot of artwork in the churches of Venice. It was just down the street from our Airbnb. This is the Blue Door of Castello. It's a beautiful door. It's at least 600 years old, and it really is pretty cool to see. It's located at Calle de Mezzo 79. It looks like you're going to go down and that's all there is down there. The street does veer off to the left.
Something that you have to go search for. You're not going to just find it on accident.
Its own leaning tower. This is Libreria Acqua Alta, very famous bookstore in Venice, known for flooding during the flood seasons. It wasn't flooded when we were there, and we didn't see the cats. They also are famous for their cats being around, but we never saw the cats.
I have a little staircase made up of old books that were destroyed in the waters, and I did go up on them because that's what you're supposed to do, but unfortunately I was too short and I couldn't even see over the ledge. So it was just a little trip up the books, and that was it.
To see, but it is very busy as well. It's a very popular Instagrammable kind of spot. This building is the only building in Venice surrounded on 3 sides by canals, by water. And we're at the train station here in Venice, and the high-speed train from Venice to Florence, where we rented a car and started the next part of our journey.
The train system is remarkably pretty easy, no matter what people would say.
Yeah, we really had very little troubles with it. It was easy to understand. Everybody.
See you in Tuscany.